the Sloviansk front, the Russians continue to conduct rocket strikes on civilian infrastructure in Ukraine. On the Sloviansk front, the enemy opened fire on the areas around the towns and villages of Dolina, Dibrovne, Mazanivka, Bohorodichne, Adamivka, Andrivka, Barvinkove, Vidnopilia, Velika, Komishuvaka, Krasnopilia, Nova Dimitrevka, Krestishne, Novopavlivka, Nikopol, Chervon, and Sulivka. Enemy aircraft conducted an airstrike near Bohorodichne. Thanks to the skillful actions of Ukrainian defenders, the occupiers failed their attempts to conduct reconnaissance in force near Mazanivka and retreated with losses. On the Siverchina front, Russian occupying forces used mortar and rocket artillery to attack the areas around the towns and villages of Bachivsk, Volfine, Miropilia, Volodymyrka, Olesivka and Vovkivka in Sumy Oblast and Senkivka and Mykolaiivka in Chernihiv Oblast. In addition, Russian assault and army aircraft conducted airstrikes in the city of Vovkivka and Volfine. On the Kharkiv front, Russian forces fired on the city of Kharkiv and the towns and villages to the north and east and south of it using tanks and mortar and rocket artillery. Russian aircraft conducted airstrikes near Verkhny Saltiv, Petrivka, and Mospanove. On the Avdiivka, Kurakove, Novopavlivka, and Zaporizhia fronts, Russian and Ukrainian troops continued to fire on each other's positions using mortars, tanks, and rocket artillery along the entire front line.
Very good.
Russian aircraft conducted airstrikes near Avdiivka and Volodymyrka. Russian forces attempted to conduct assault operations in order to improve their tactical positions near Novoselivka and Druha, but were unsuccessful and retreated. On the Pivdeny Bo front, Russian troops are using all types of weapons at their disposal to prevent the advance of their Ukrainian defense forces further into the Russian-occupied territories of Ukraine. 2 Russian naval high-precision missile carriers remain on standby in the Black Sea, ready to launch missiles on Ukrainian territory. Soldiers of the armed forces of Ukraine have liberated the village of Ivanivka in Kherson Oblast from the Russian occupying forces and have published a video from the village. Ukrainian forces have re-established control over another village that had been occupied by Russia. Only destroyed military equipment now bears witness to Russia's earlier seizure of Ivanivka. The 60th Separate Infantry Brigade reports that Ukrainian troops are establishing communications with the local residents and offering aid and assistance to those who require it. Yuri Sobolevsky, first deputy chairman of the Kherson Oblast Council, said that the residents of the Russian-occupied Kherson Oblast should evacuate. Those who cannot leave the oblast should look for shelter, water, and food in preparation for hostilities that might be taking place across the oblast in the near future. Meanwhile, the Ukraine defense minister said Ukraine has a million-strong force to fight Russian President